Imagine having a super fast 5 gigabit internet in your house, but not being able to use all of it unless you're in a spot with good reception in your house. If you're experiencing this problem too, you're in the right place. Because, thanks to this video, you'll be able to reach near wired internet speeds over Wi-Fi in every corner of your home. How? Let me show you. Basically, you need three things for fast internet: a high-speed plan, a powerful router, and a system that can spread the signal throughout the entire house. Many people think that just subscribing to a fast internet plan is enough. However, if the other two pieces are missing, I can say it's impossible to get the speed you're paying for. So if even one of these three links is weak, your home internet will fall short of its potential. The problem usually starts at the second link of the chain, namely the router. The entry-level devices provided by ISPs often lack the hardware to handle the data traffic generated simultaneously by phones, TVs, and computers in the house. No matter how fast your internet plan is, if the router can't distribute this data stably to your devices, those high speeds are meaningless. This is where powerful routers that support next-generation wireless standards like Wi-Fi 7 come into play. Let me briefly explain how that works. Traditional routers squeeze all the devices in the house into a limited frequency band, causing data congestion. Modern routers, on the other hand, can manage 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz bands simultaneously and efficiently. In fact, thanks to the multi-link operation (MLO) technology that comes with Wi-Fi 7, devices can connect to multiple bands at the same time to send and receive data. This means lower latency and a more stable connection, even under heavy usage. The third and final link of the chain is a system that can spread this speed throughout the entire house. No matter how powerful your router is, the layout of the house, walls, and distance will weaken the Wi-Fi signal. If you get high speeds in the room where the router is located, but experience issues in other rooms, this is the missing piece. We call the systems that solve this problem Wi-Fi mesh systems. Let me simply explain how they work. Mesh systems consist of multiple units, which are called nodes, placed at different points in the house, working in continuous communication with each other. Because the connection between these units is strong, speed loss between rooms is kept to a minimum. Your devices always connect to the closest node. This way, no matter where you are in the house, your connection operates at the highest performance possible. Today, using the Deco 7 Pro, we are going to solve the latter two out of these three problems together. Let's start with the powerful router. The Deco 7 Pro comes with Wi-Fi 7, the most current wireless connection standard. This means lower latency, 6 GHz band support, and theoretical speeds of up to 14 gigabits per second. Today, the internet speeds accessible to individual consumers max out at around 10 gigabits per second in most places. So, no matter how fast your internet plan is, this device has the capacity to easily keep up with it. If 14 gigabits per second is hard to visualize, imagine being able to download GTA 5 in about a minute. Also, imagine this system seamlessly supporting up to 200 devices simultaneously throughout your home without you lifting a finger. It's really hard to believe, but they've done it. I chose the Deco 7 Pro for its otherworldly wide coverage, great speeds, and its unparalleled software experience, which is rated 4.9 stars on both the App Store and the Play Store. And after this video, you'll understand why. So without further ado, let's move on to the unboxing. When we open the box, we are greeted by three Deco units. Underneath, there are three power adapters for these three devices, an Ethernet cable to set up the main unit, a pin for resetting when necessary, and the user manuals. The most surprising thing when you first see it is how elegant it looks. If I asked you to picture a router this powerful, you'd probably imagine something that looks like a spider like this, or something with an industrial design like this. But the Deco 7 Pro has a design sleek enough to be comfortably placed in any corner of the house. It features a minimal 7 detail on it, a simple perforated structure on top for airflow, and wide ventilation gaps on the bottom. Additionally, the LED light is positioned facing downwards so it doesn't strain the eyes. This way, instead of shining directly into your eyes, the light reflects off the surface, creating a softer effect. Looking at the back, there is one 10 gigabit, one 2.5 gigabit, and one 1 gigabit Ethernet port for connecting the units to each other or to other Ethernet-supported devices. Thanks to the USB 3.0 port at the very bottom, it's also possible to set up a simple NAS system by connecting a storage drive. Now, let's move on to setting up a unit. The setup process is surprisingly easy. You plug the device into the outlet, download the Deco app to your phone, and follow the on-screen steps. It's best to set up the first unit next to your main gateway or modem because you need to connect the two with an Ethernet cable. And that's it. Our first unit is ready. What we'll build with the remaining 2 routers is, as you might guess, a Wi-Fi mesh system. The Deco 7 units we have can be connected to each other, both wired and wirelessly for this system. In fact, for wireless use, there is a dedicated wireless backhaul for this communication. This means that other devices connected to the network don't impact the speed of the connection between the units. As for the coverage area, according to TP-Link's data, it can reach up to 8,100 square feet, which is roughly 750 square meters. This completes the 3rd link in our chain, the mesh system. Setting up the additional units is also very simple. You open the Deco app and add a new unit by tapping the plus button. Since the app also provides guidance on placement, you don't have to worry about where would it be best to put this. Whether you have technical knowledge or not, the setup process is so easy that anyone can complete it in a few minutes. After setup, you're in complete control. You can access an interface to manage the entire system, either through the app or by navigating to tplinkdeco.net from your browser. One of the first things you'll notice after completing the setup is this. Instead of multiple networks like we see with most routers and range extenders, there is only a single Wi-Fi network here. This is one of the major advantages of mesh systems. There is only one network name, SSID, and password you need to remember for your phone and all your other devices. Moreover, you don't have to worry about speed or coverage when switching between 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. The system manages this automatically for you. The MLO support I mentioned at the beginning of the video is also fully present. We've got the basics down. But how is it in everyday use? Our internet infrastructure here where we're staying is 200 megabits per second, and previously, on my Wi-Fi 6E supported phone, we were getting speeds of around 55 megabits per second in this corner of the house. And now, with the Deco 7 Pro, we're getting 192 megabits per second in the exact same corner of the house. Also, on my Wi-Fi 6E supported MacBook, I saw values hovering around 199 megabits per second. In short, you can truly max out the internet speed you are paying for. Personally, this is my favorite part. Thanks to this product, you don't even need to be on a desktop computer or run long cables to fully enjoy your gigabit internet. This also positively affected my gaming experience because we got lower ping across the board and games downloaded a lot faster, as you could imagine. If you have a gaming laptop where Wi-Fi usage is more common, this is a definite must. And while I don't stream, if you enjoy streaming your gameplay for others to see, the low latency and high upload speeds the Deco 7 Pro provides make sure you have a completely steady streaming performance. What about the router's ability to handle heavy workloads? To test this, we downloaded a game from Steam on one device while streaming a movie on Netflix on another. On top of that, we used TikTok and Instagram in the background on 2 separate phones. The results surprised us too. While this used to be a huge problem for us before this router, thanks to it, we didn't experience any stuttering or buffering issues on any of the 4 devices. And this is especially important because the 2026 World Cup is coming up, and if your internet drops out at a crucial point during it, it can sour your entire evening. That's why you should make sure your internet is robust to handle anything that comes its way. In the range test, we tested the connection from one end of the house to the other without enabling the mesh units, and we didn't experience any dropouts even 2 walls away. At further distances, in dead zones where the connection would normally drop, it continued to offer satisfying speeds. Frankly, it's hard to expect more from a router. At this point, we've completed the router part of the chain in a very solid way. By the way, if this video has been helpful for you so far, you can support the channel by subscribing and leaving a like. Thank you. Secondly, we tested that poor reception problem in different parts of the house I mentioned at the beginning. I started a video call on WhatsApp while next to the main unit in the living room and walked all the way to the farthest point of the house, the bedroom, where the signal normally disappears completely. During this time, the Deco system seamlessly handed my phone off from the living room node to the hallway node and from there to the bedroom node. Throughout the phone call, I experienced neither a dropout nor a drop in quality. Thus, we have successfully completed the mesh system part of the chain as well. As a result, the internet now reaches every corner of your house and you are truly getting what you pay for in terms of speed. I just asked what else you could look for, but this router manages to add extra features on top of that. All of these lie within the Deco app. The app is stable and quite comprehensive, and on top of that, it's very simple to use. From here, you can see all devices connected to the network one by one, and thanks to the Security tab, you can quickly detect potential problems. You can even restrict your security cameras to work only on the local network, LAN, if you want. If there's a child whose internet usage you want to monitor, it's also possible to block inappropriate sites using parental controls. There's even more, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. So, is this system right for you? If you live in a small one-bedroom apartment and your internet plan is around 50 or 100 megabits per second, let's be honest, even buying just one of these devices will be enough to solve your whole home's internet problems. But if your house is large, a spacious single-story apartment, a duplex or a triplex, if your walls are thick, if you're experiencing dead zones, or if you're paying your ISP every month for high speeds like 1,000 megabits per second or 2.5 gigabits per second, but can only see those speeds next to the router, then this 3-pack Deco 7 Pro is a lifesaver for you. Yes, the price is high. However, when you consider that you're pouring money every month into the internet you currently can't fully use, it definitely gives you your money's worth. So let's talk a bit about the price. You can currently find this 3-pack shown here on Amazon for $650. If you want just one or two, those can be found for $430 and $300 respectively. I will leave all links in the description and the pinned comment. Be sure to take a look, because a router as solid as this, built for both today and the future, is rare to come by. Unleash the true potential of your internet with the Deco 7 Pro BE67. What do you think? How do you solve poor internet reception issues in your home? I'm curious about your experiences in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If not, feel free to dislike it. Stay mysterious until the next video. Take care, and bye.